Home. This is Sincere Milk of Yahweh Sap, Lion's Den. I camp out with Lion Den Hawan Ben Yashawada in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, I'd like to say a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Achiums, and to the women and children in ancient Paleo-Hebrew language. Kal Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Ha Roka Kodash Mahamav. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawam. Salutation to the Arakim who are on the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, well, yesterday at camp, my Akim and my elder as well from Lion's Den, they were doing a lesson had to do with Easter, and there was a lot of people in the park, with their children and all that. And it was interesting that no matter how much we were raising our voice, they just kept walking by us, and not taking the time to heed the words. So the Spirit moved me tonight to do a little short lesson on it, okay? It has to do with the Easter history and what your pastor doesn't want to tell you. But I'm just going to play only a little bit of it, okay? Here we go.
Messiah. He came to seek and save that which was lost. Came to save his people from their sins. But he was crucified under Pontius Pilate. He suffered tremendously, died and was buried. But on the third day, he rose again in fulfillment of the scriptures. And he will come again to judge the living and the dead. The resurrection of the Messiah from the dead was the most significant event that the world has ever seen. And what better way to teach our children about the depth of this long-awaited victory over sin and death than by telling them that a pink rabbit snuck in through the air vent of their house in the middle of the night and left baskets full of chocolate eggs and a bunch of pink Walmart crap hidden under the cushions. And then after they've nearly had a diabetic seizure, you take them down to the local cathedral and observe the ancient Mass of Ishtar, the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of war and sex. Now, does something about this seem a little strange to anyone else out there? I mean, is that a little weird? So what is this Easter deal anyways? I remember being a bit confused as a kid. I mean, what's up with the Easter bunny? What does that have to do with the resurrection, Although we convince our kids that rabbits lay colorful eggs in the bushes, we know that this is not reality. This story is not as innocent and cute as many think.
Right. Keep me covered. What with? Well, just keep me covered. Too late. There he is. Where? There. What, behind the rabbit? It is the rabbit. You silly sod. What? You got us all worked up. Well, that's no ordinary rabbit. That's the most foul, cruel, and bad-tempered rodent you ever set eyes on.
You tit! I saw my arm and I was so scared.
Look, that rabbit's got a vicious streak a mile wide. It's a killer.
Get stuffed.
He'll do you a treat, mate.
Oh, yeah? Manky Scots git.
I'm warning you.
What's he do? Nibble your bum?
He's got huge, sharp... he can leap about... Look at the bones.
Go on, boys, chop his head off.
Right, silly little bleeder. One rabbit soon coming right up. Look.
Okay, let's leave it right there. I think you get the point, right? So I want to also make it clear that Easter, okay, they placed it and removed it in the Bible because the proper word was supposed to be Passover, right? Not Easter. But they decided, the Edomites decided that they are above God and they don't like the word Passover, right? Slovakia. So they want to keep changing things. The title of this lesson, not to us, but your name. Because remember, they want to keep using that name also, Jesus, right? Which really, that letter J is not in the Hebrew alphabet letters to begin with, right? And I believe it was in the 1500 or in the 1600 the letter J was invented, right? And the name Jesus, that's Latin and Greek. And Yahweh Shah, he is not Latin and he is not Greek. Right? On top of that, he is not blue eyes with long blonde hair. And I always add this part, okay, with high heels for the simple reason that the so-called white, they're not white, because, you know, white means pure, and they're not pure at all. They are call themselves Caucasian because they're from the Caucasus Mountains. Okay, but they're the ones who brought that wicked, bad habit to our people, so-called Negros, Latinos, Americans, and speckled birds, right? Throughout history, which they don't want you to learn about it, they're the ones that have been raping our people. Men, women, children, and babies. Okay? Now they don't have to do too much of that because now that, you know, they're pushing for, they also push for that, what do they call that? Let me put in the proper way so they don't delete my YouTube. Human rights. Okay? Everybody got human rights. Even men with men and women with women. Well, I want to go to Psalm 115, chapter 1. Give me a minute. Not unto us, O Yahweh, not unto us, but unto thy name. Give glory for thy mercy and for thy truth's sake. Okay? So, as you can see, that when you start quoting by the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, because that's what the word Paleo means, ancient, right? Which that's our language to begin with. It's not the one that these small hats in Israel are speaking. That's mixed with Russian and something else, okay? And they are standing in our land as well, okay? Just like the Edomites who are standing in stolen land here, right? Moving on to verse 2. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is now their God? Yeah. China says the same thing, Russia, India, right? And America, the Edomites. They haven't, you know, seen his hand for so many years, in person, I mean, okay? So they're very cocky, more than ever than before, and that's good. Verse 3, but our Yahweh is in heaven. He has done whatsoever he has pleased. That's right, because it's Yahweh Bashin Yahweh Shah who controls all things. He even controls Satan in heaven. That's right. Satan does not do whatever he wants or whatever he feels like. That's the Christian mentality churches, right? The 501c3 incorporated churches that really come from the Edomites. Okay? So, our people, so-called Negros, Latinos, American speckled birds, which is 2/3 who want to keep believing that lie, well, then that's how come they're going to be, you know, left behind when those missiles of destruction that are aiming to America from Russia, China, India, and other countries, right? That are also fed up with America for all the criminal crimes that they have committed around the world. Give me a minute. Verse 4. Their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. That's right. Don't they have now a golden egg that they tell the children to look for? It says to them to go and read the book, the Bible, in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But the parents, they want to pass on their wickedness to their children and then say they love them, right? Or the husband want to say, yeah, I love my children and I love my wife. Okay. I want to jump to verse 9. O Israel, trust thou in Yahweh. He is their helper, their help, Slakia, and their shield. Yeah. It's not that Jesus. It's not Easter. It's not Santa Claus. And it's sure it's not the Edomites. Okay? Who are living in this wicked kingdom that is theirs. All right? This is our hell, and this is their heaven. Let's make that clear. I want to go to Isaiah chapter 44, verse 9. They that make grey image are all of them vanity, and their delectable things shall not profit, and they are their own witnesses. They see not, nor know that they may be ashamed. Yeah. The whole world, okay, when Yahweh comes back, it's like when Yahweh Shai comes back, and those so-called UFOs, in the Bible they call them chariots, or sometimes clouds, okay? When he come back with the host of angels and starts zapping left and right, men, women, children, and babies, rest assured that you're going to know why. Verse 10. Who has formed a god or molten a grave image that is profitable for nothing. Yeah. All they taught our people, the so-called Negros, Latinos, American speckled bird, is to give the finger to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's like your children's giving the finger to their father and mother, right? Verse 11. Behold, all his fellow shall be ashamed, and the workmen, they are men. Let them all be gathered together. Let them stand up, yet they shall fear and, let me hit this, and they shall be ashamed together. Yeah. Since 2/3 of our people, they love the Edomites so much. They love the wickedness, paganism, holiday so much. Well, then let it be written and let it be recorded that you are the ones that were in the past the same, who you are today. Okay? Let's go to Psalm chapter 118. Give me a minute. Verse 2. Let Israel now say that his mercy endures forever. Jump to verse 8. It is better to trust in Yahweh than to put confidence in man. Yeah. You would think that by now, 2023, right, that our people would have woken up and realized that, grow up and repent. But the reason they can't is because Yahweh Shai has not called them, has not chosen them. That's why. And why not? because he keeps a record from the past and present who everyone is, and he's the one that created all things. So he's running the show accordingly as the way the Father Yahweh wants it to be run. They write the script and they say action. I want to go to, give me a minute, hit this. Psalm chapter 40, verse 4. Blessed is that man that makes Yahweh his trust, and respects not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. Okay? You know, things are getting closer with the, to call that again? The CBDC, right? The fake digital currency, which is really invisible money, where now they can make money to infinity, right? And they can make any rules that they want to make up, right? Out of their own self-centered, egotistic mind. So they say, well, there's new rules, okay? And these new rules that they made, the Edomites, we're going to tell you who you can marry, who you cannot marry, how many children you can have. And if the Edomites said, we want this year for your wife to produce more girls, right? And all of a sudden you have a boy, they go, well, now he has to get an operation. We got to change that, right? And you can't say anything, because if you do, and you don't follow their belief system, you don't worship, right, their AI system, then all they got to do is shut down, you know, your bank account or whatever, your digital account, and you can't buy no food. But you will have to work more hours. I want to go to Psalm 34, chapter 34, verse 8. Oh, test and see that Yahweh is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in him. Verse 9. Oh, fear Yahweh, yea, his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. Right? Now, a lot of so-called Negros, Latino, American speckled birds, right? Especially the women, that's not love. We got to fear God. Well, fear comes first before love. Right? Isn't that what the Edomites are also doing? Right? That if you don't do what they say, they'll put fear upon you. Let me go to Psalm chapter 84, verse 12. O Yahweh of hosts, that means of armies, blessed is the man that trusts in thee. Look at that. That goes for women that also, okay? It comes with a blessing. Something to think about, huh? You so-called Negros, Latino, American speckled birds. Let me go to Psalm chapter 2. Give me a minute. Verse 10. It's a short lesson, okay? Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, yea, judge of the earth. But they, they put the hand on the Bible, right? They like to put a swear in the Bible, but they don't obey the Bible. And no matter how many times they put their hands on the Bible and take oaths, if they're an Edomite, the Bible does not pertain to them to begin with. So they get double curses. Hmm? It's beautiful, right? And they know that. But hey, they are brave. Okay? Does it come so many of them that are rich and powerful at this time are going to hide in bunkers because they are so brave. Let me move on to verse 11. Serve Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling. Well, at this moment, at this time, the Edomites, the Moabites, and the other bites are not trembling, but they will. When Yahweh comes back with the host of angels, they will know what fear is, and they will know what trembling is. I once said a while back in one of my lessons that the Edomite Slakia and the other tribes that are not part of the so-called Negros, Latino American speckled birds should start practicing and exercising with diapers and Pampers. Because you're going to be seeing a lot of them peeing and pooping on their pants. You're not going to have time to change them. Okay? It's going to get real ugly and real fast. Why? Verse 12. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, the Edomites are going to do some real ugly, wicked, painful things, right? To the so-called Negros, Latino American speckled birds, especially the ones that I know that are Hebrew Israelites and that have been doing, lessons in the highways and byways as a living sacrifice and edifying our people, as well. They're going to, take some of us, throw us in FEMA camp, behead us, right? Starve us, beat us to death, and whatever else, Yahweh Bashim Washai will allow them to do. Okay? But what's coming to them is worse than what we're going to go through. They're going to go through 1,000 years of slavery. And after that is over, extermination by fire. They call that a double whammy. I want to go to Psalm chapter 5, verse 10. Destroy thou them, O Yahweh. Let them fall by their own counsel. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions. For they have rebelled against thee. That's 2/3 of our people and the Edomites. They've been making these wicked pagan rules, enforcing them around the world, like they're doing right now with Africa, right? And then they like to call it as human rights. Yeah. Every day, more and more, they keep showing who they really are, these Edomites. And the whole world is fed up with them. Even their own people. Because they don't care about their own people anyway. They have proven that already. Verse 11, Slakia. But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name, be joyful in thee. Yeah. That's a powerful name. You know what is that? To have a brother, a big brother, King of Kings, Lord and Lord, coming back to kick ass, clean house, and remove this wicked kingdom forever. Take away the blessing that he gave to Esau, that the Edomites have. Look what they have done to the air, to the food, to the water, to the land, to the trees, to the animals. to the clothes, to the money, huh? To the people and to the children's. Verse 12, for thou, Yahweh, would bless the righteous, with favor, would thou compass him as with a shield. Woo. Boy, that's, this book, the Bible, was only given to the so-called Negros Latinos, Native American and Speckled Bird, an inheritance book, a love book on how much he loves us, how special we are. What they call it in the Bible, the apple of his eyes. I want to go to Hebrew chapter 4. So it doesn't belong to the whole world like the Christian churches keep telling our people. It's one big fat lie. Looking for Hebrew. Oh, here it goes. Hebrew chapter 4, verse 14. Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Yahweh Shai, the son of Yahweh, let us hold fast our profession. That's right. This is our profession. Just like a newscaster, right, who gets paid a lot of money, right? Well, we do spiritual credit work to get paid in spiritual credit from Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai. For when that time comes, that he can help us in troubled times. Right? Verse 15, for we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feelings of our infirmities. Wow, man. He sure knows how to put beautiful truth in words, huh? But was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. He showed the whole world, hey, I came to save my people, the so-called Negros, Latino Americans, and Speckled Birds. But this time when he comes back, he is coming, right, only for 144,000 chosen elect and 1/3. I pray that I'm part of that, as well as my camp and other camps that are in the highways and byways and sincerity and truth to the best of their abilities. Okay, verse 16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Yeah, because once they implement the CBDC, Digital Current Invisible System, rest assured that after that comes the MOTB, the C-HIP, right? That little chip that they want to put in everyone to have total control. Because remember, the Edomites, who are very wealthy at this time from all the stealing around the world, they're going to hide in bunkers. They're not going to be the ones fighting Yahweh Shai. Nah, they're going to have their own people, and 2/3 of our people go and fight. Okay? Something for you to think about. I want to leave it with 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. Give me a minute. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation. See, we are a nation. We are a nation of people before a nation. Okay, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who has called you out of darknesses into his marvelous light. I got to go a little bit further. Verse 10. which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of Yahweh, which has not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. I'll leave it with verse 11. Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims. Yeah, we're pilgrims in this walking system of wickedness. This ain't our kingdom, nor our world. Abstain from fleshly lusts, which war against the soul. Why do you think they want to keep so much of our women dressed the way they dress? I mean, a lot of our women, if they took the time before the second shutdown comes, and take a look into the internet, that wearing the clothes that they wear when they go to the gym, or walking in the streets with the they call it a workout, right, clothes, that in the history books used to be panties. Did you know that? The so-called Negros, Latino American speckled birds, and you have your daughters doing that, walking out there in the streets that way as well. And then you want to be looked with respect and not with lust? Same thing when you like to wear wigs or fake eyelashes, that you will find the history where that came from as well. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say Shalom.